Flipside is a collection of 12 original artworks by James Castle, paired with 12 facsimiles, allowing both sides of each piece to be viewed simultaneously. This complete view of each work allows us insight into the inventive tools and techniques Castle was so adept with, the daily living habits of the family that cared for him throughout his life, and the changes in material culture seen over the course of decades. This soot and spit drawing captures the shed that served as Castle's private living and working space for over 32 years. He adopted this small outbuilding as his own soon after his family moved to Boise in 1931, and it became the centerpiece of his existence, a place of peace and solitude where he created much of the work we know him by today. This work is an example of Castle's double-sided drawings, in which he turns a two-dimensional surface into a three-dimensional space by showing the same subject from different views. This approach included interior spaces showing multiple parts of a room, landscapes that continued the same scene from one side to another, and exteriors, such as this drawing, that shows the shed from the front and back. These works express a more complete sense of the views that were ever present in Castle's daily life. It is believed that the first time Castle would have understood his name to be associated to himself came from his time as a student at the Gooding School for the Deaf and Blind. Over the course of his 5 years there, Castle received packages from his family, which were addressed to James or Jim Castle. Later in his life, after his work had caught the attention of the art world, dealers and collectors would request that Castle sign his name on his works, which he reportedly did only grudgingly, pushing away from the table after a few signatures were made to indicate his desire to stop. The shed was Castle's primary space until 1963, when his family purchased the cozy cottage trailer that served as his home for the remainder of his life. The shed still stands on site today, a humble monument to a century of dramatic change seen in the neighborhood, and to a man who spent a lifetime investigating that change.